Welcome to Take Two Creations, another episode on passion. Today we have a very special guest. Happens to be related to me, all the way from Mumbai. And this is special because, first of all, we are doing this series on Zoom or social distancing series on passion. First episode on that one. So, with me today is my brother, my cousin, my whatever you want to call, mere bhai, chota bhai. So let me let me introduce my chota bhai pehle. I am the youngest in my family, and I didn't have anybody to order around. So after Vivek was born, that's when I got my younger brother. That somebody would call me bhai or bhaiya. So I'm so happy, so glad that Vivek was born and came into our life. But beyond that, Vivek's presence is very much felt not only in our family, but around the country nowadays. So Vivek Agnihotri, for those of you who don't know, is a very well-known filmmaker in India, in Bollywood industry. I don't like to call Bollywood, but that's the term everybody knows, so I'll use Bollywood. I don't know why I hate it. In any case, besides the commentary on Bollywood, Vivek is a well-known filmmaker as well as a social activist, as well as a writer. He has authored now 2 books, what I understand. So he holds a lot of credentials. I'm not going to go into all those details, but let me introduce Vivek Agnihotri. So welcome, Vivek, to our show. Take Two
Thank you.
Creations.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And thanks a lot, Chetna. And it's wonderful. I mean, passion is something everybody should be talking about, and very few people talk about passion, So it's a great thing you are doing.
Yes.
Thanks for inviting me. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Welcome, Vivek.
Yeah.
And I'll just call you Vivek and not Vivek Ji. Because I think
Please don't do that. This world is suffering. This world is suffering because we call so many undeserving people G.
तो विवेक, अभी मनोज ने आपके बारे में बोला कि आपने इतना कुछ अचीव किया है, बुक्स लिखी हैं, बहुत कुछ किया है क्रिएटिव वर्ल्ड में. लेकिन मैं आपका नाम सोच रही थी, तो नाम का मतलब है विजडम या नॉलेज. Who is Vivek Agnihotri? That's what first question I would like to ask you. Who are you? Describe yourself.
So that's exactly what I'm trying to figure out. Who am I? But one thing I have realized now, I'm a little late in life, that actually it doesn't matter. Earlier I used to say I'm this, I'm that, and most of my life I said I'm a young student. Then I said I'm an advertising professional. Then anybody said who are you? I say I'm a filmmaker. Then I said I'm an author. But then I realized that these are such small parts of life. Like I'm also a brother, I'm also a father, I'm also a son, I'm also a society secretary, and I do so many other things. I'm also a car driver. So I realized what happens generally is that you yourself fool yourself by saying I'm this and I'm that and I'm that.
Nice.
To have conversations, it's fine. To have political dialogue, it's fine. I'm Indian, I'm American, I'm Chinese, it's fine. But at the end of the day, today you tell me, everybody, my prime minister, Japanese prime minister, the Nobel laureates, and the greatest of the scientists, and my servant, everybody has the same knowledge about what we are going through. Nobody knows anything special or extra. So all of us are nobodies, So the minute you think you're...
But my question was not as much as who you are in the sense of, या आप driver हो, या husband हो, या father हो. My question was more like, what is it that drives you? What makes
that
you
is fine.
Vivek?
See, initially, when you are young, generally, I'll just tell you how I understand everything, So I can't give template answers. So I'll just tell, because I'm an experience-based person. So see, when I was young, I was just, what was driving me was what drives any young boy, to fit in, to your parents to feel great about you, your friends, family, the peer pressure. So you just want to perform. And it's very important in a competitive world to perform all the times. And that's why most of the people can't achieve what they want to achieve. And 99% of talent in this world, I believe, my personal belief, is destroyed or diverted just because they have a pressure to perform all the time. Right. This is how things should be. So I was also part of that. I can say, oh, I used to debate, I used to win award, but that means nothing. That also, I think at that point of time, I was doing more to do something extra, like any other boy. Somebody played cricket, somebody did theater, like Manoj. He did so many things when he was in Kanpur. In those times, young boys and girls didn't do too many things. Either you played only cricket or did only theater. He did both, right? So, and when I grew up, I studied a little bit and I was qualified to work. And again, it was the same race. Okay, how to get secured, how to get better job, how to get better money, and all those kind of things, you know. And so that used to drive me. But then came a time when I realized that I joined advertising actually. I thought it was a creative field, but then I realized most of the creative fields look creative from outside, but once you join a job, then all of them become about managing creativity. You know, managing creative people. इसको छुट्टी दो, उसका ये करो, यहाँ से पैसा नहीं आया, वहाँ से नहीं आया, इस client को influence करो, उसको बेवकूफ बनाओ, you have missed out on delivery, deadlines. I got very frustrated, and one fine morning, I think that two things transformed me in my life. I'll just tell you. So that, and then I said, no, this is not what I wanted. And I just, one fine morning, it's very difficult for people to believe, you know. One fine morning, I just went to the office at 9 o'clock and I told everybody in my office, it was a small advertising agency in Delhi. I said, take whatever you want. Nothing belongs to me. You take whatever you want. I'm leaving. And the same day I left for Bombay and I lived as a paying guest in a small room. And I thought, okay, let's make ad films and movies. But then again, I realized I became part of a trap where I started doing the same thing. What everybody was doing, I was in the same race, running after viewership, TRPs, etc., etc. But the second thing what happened was that very suddenly in our family, I lost lots of people. The people I really loved a lot, people who inspired me. In fact, whatever I am today is a sum total of lots of elder people in my family, you know, who influenced me. And now I believe they were so right in fundamental values. So one by one, I lost 4 or 5 very, very important people in my life, including my parents, my sister, my aunt, Manoj's mother. I really was very close to her. And my elder brother, you know, who I was very close for very emotional reasons. And suddenly I realized that why am I wasting time unnecessarily in anything? And that's when my passion found the root, you know. Earlier I was passionate from childhood. It's not that I was not. But my passion was utilized by the system, the corporate system, the system. It was channelizing my passion for their own profits and benefits. And then came a time I said, no, I am retiring from the world, the so-called Bollywood and everywhere. I'll just live for myself. I don't need it. But the biggest compromise was, how do you live in this world? The only answer was cut off all your needs. You don't need money, then you are the happiest and the most free person in the world. So I just cut out all my needs, you know, honestly. I just don't need anything. I mean, of course, to survive, I can earn that. That liberated me. And that's when people start saying you are very passionate. But I was always passionate. The only thing was I rerouted it. That's all.
How old were you that time?
Let's not get into the, yes, I was definitely,
No.
I had to.
No. You don't have to give me, you don't have to give me an exact age. I'm just saying like whether you were really
when I turned
young
50,
or...
when I turned 50.
Wow.
Exactly the day I turned 50, the same day I sat with Pallavi and I said, Pallavi, now I want to go on a different route. It means that I will spend lot of time outside of the house and I'm pursuing different things. And that's how it started.
So define what is your current passion? We didn't talk about that. So I know you have a poster thing behind you. That's a part of something new. But what are you passionate about? What is it that is driving you?
See, there are so many things I'm discovering for myself. You know, for example, it took me almost 7-8 years to understand what is creativity, because I always thought, oh, I am creative. The singers I know, they are creative. Painters I know, they are creative. Theater people I know, they are creative, because that's what we were conditioned and groomed. So I chased 4 or 5 very fundamental questions, you know. Like, I'll tell you what 3 things which really I'm very passionate about and which drive me all the times. And that's the reason, even in this quarantine, people say, "Arey, ye kar rahe hain, hobby." I have not watched even one Netflix series. I have not watched even one movie. I have become busier because I have so much of free time to probe all the questions. So my first question was, what is creativity? That is what, because I I realized that what I was doing was not creativity. So
Hmm.
that started driving me a lot. Finding answers. And what drives, I've seen people, you become passionate when there are some unanswered question. And when you reject all the theories, all the books, when you stop reading books and articles to find answers. And that's the time you discover the real passion. And that passion also gives you so much of energy. Everybody says, why do you sleep 4 hours? How do you survive with so much of less food? And I'm all the times running, doing something now these days. I'm not, anybody does it. My aunt, Manoj's mother, she did it. My father was 95, he did it. I know so many thousands and thousands of people who are working non-stop. Perhaps they were also seeking something, searching for some answers. They wanted to know something. And that's what drives you. जैसे आपकी कोई चीज खो जाए, something which is very valuable to you, what do? I mean,
You
you
go
just
crazy
focused
looking
on
for
that.
it. Uh-huh.
Crazy looking for it, and you become so passionate and obsessed. Obsessed is the wrong word. You become so passionate till the time you find it. You just go on and on and on and on. And that's exactly what happened. So creativity, what is creativity, was the most important thing. Then the second thing I realized at that time, that I was just impressing everybody, like everybody else. Whatever you are, in whichever profession you are, the compulsion of that profession is that you are impressing all the time. I am passionate. Saying that, today you asked me, so I said, oh, maybe I'm passionate. So I was in so-called Bollywood. Then one day I resigned from. Then I realized I was telling stories which people wanted to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Everything most of the people in this world are doing which people want to hear. Presidents and prime ministers are saying what people want to hear. Okay, all these so-called religious gurus are saying what people want to hear. You may not like Rajneesh, but I still appreciate him because he said things which he wanted to say. He did not belong. He broke all the templates. He came with unusually revolutionary ideas. Vivekananda, at the time when people were talking certain kind of narrative, he came out and said absolutely different things, which world was not even prepared to. So I realized there is a difference between impressing people and expressing yourself. The minute you get liberated, you start expressing yourself.
Right.
And today I express myself freely without fearing that who will be with me and who will be. Like when I wrote this Urban Excellence, I didn't even know that I was doing such a path breaking or such a disruptive thing. I had no clue. I thought I was just writing what I have experienced in my life. And that's why if anybody who has read the book, it's based on experience. My two films, Buddha in a Traffic Jam and Tashkent File, nobody was buying. I mean, nobody cared about those films. And those were the last things any intelligent person would do. But then I said, I don't have to impress anyone. Let me just express myself. The day I started expressing myself, my passion found the correct route. Then it said, okay, these are the 3 areas I want to work on. What is creativity? And I explore it all the time. Second thing is, what is India? What is Bharat? Why do we love it? Why so many people are willing to die for it? Why there is so much of conflict and some people want to kill others for my India? What is this whole concept of loving somebody? Then what is my family? So those were the 2 very basic questions. One was more socio-political because I live in this world, and I also questioned that why people are fighting with each other for this. So I said I have to find my own and discover my distance. So I had lost 2 answers which nobody gave me all my life, so I had to discover, and that's why it looks so passionate, perhaps.
It's interesting the word you mentioned, and I totally relate with that. One was that you liberated yourself from the narrative that was taught to you from your childhood. And the time you figure that out, that I really don't care about all those things that are taught to me, right? And you start coming up with your own narrative. That is the biggest, most satisfying, gratifying moment. At least I feel it. I feel like I don't have to please anyone. I don't have to say things to, "Arey yaar, mujhe isse ye kuch mera matlab hai." And the basic concept of that is liberation तब होता है जब आपको किसी से कोई expectation ही नहीं है. When you do not depend on somebody else to do anything for you, you feel liberated, right? When you feel liberated, you are free to think freely. And that's, I totally relate with that. I think we are on the same page.
No wonder you are brothers. But yes, I agree that the difference between the way Vivek explained the difference between expressing yourself versus pleasing people and using your creativity. impressing people is what is the difference in the way you look at creativity. So you are following your passion, the true passion, and expressing yourself. Where do you see a destination in your journey? Are you going towards any destination, or you are just enjoying the journey right now?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I have no destination. I've resigned from Bollywood. I mean, it's everywhere in media. I've been saying it for so many years. I resigned. So people say, how can you resign from Bollywood? I say in the same way. There was no ad which said directors wanted or filmmakers wanted. Nobody invited me. I came with my own choice to sit in this garbage. So I decided to get out of the garbage. You know. So and I'm saying garbage without it doesn't have negative connotation.
Right.
Garbage.
Right.
Yeah, garbage means that anybody comes and dumps anything. You know, and
Right.
you just sit there. So like our minds have become dustbins of the world. So much of things we consume. So I liberated and I decided. What inspires me, and I said all these people who are performers, I also perform. If the same interview is done for a media group or somebody, then I'll perform in a different way, because then it is fine to perform. I can't,
Right.
but I know where not to perform. So right now I know I don't have to perform, so I'm talking to you honestly.
Right.
As long as you understand this differentiation between that, when you are doing your art, I think art is the most liberating thing. And if you see, I personally believe this world today is suffering so much because by design, we have destroyed art, culture, and literature. Okay. Globalization is a great thing. Globalization is a wonderful thing. I really like globalization. So I'm an advocate of globalization, but I'm an advocate of more logistical, infrastructural globalization, But this globalization has also destroyed the diversity of cultural flora and fauna. Every society has different culture. So because all the societies have become one, all the societies celebrate Christmas, all the societies celebrate Valentine's, everybody wants to drink Coca-Cola, everybody wants McDonald's. And we became the landlords of the world. We said, no, we are going to decide for this earth what is right. We are going to protect the nature. We are going to protect the tigers. We started feeling like landlords, and we made everything uniform. And we forgot that we are just another species on this earth. Our right to resources is as much as a blade of a grass or a frog or anything. So we actually have no right to say what we will do with this earth. The only thing we can control actually is ourselves. But we think we can control so much. And that's why we have so much. We say, this is not right, that is not correct, this person is bad, that person is bad. I also do that. But that is gossip part of you. You just do it just to survive in a certain place. But inside your heart, you should know that I have no control over anything. In Corona, everybody's saying this is right, that is wrong, do this, don't. Who can control anything? But you can control yourself by making your mind, your body, your immunity better. Just learn better things, whatever you have not learned. So I realized that we fall too much into part of a larger conspiracy, where some people who run this world, and this is true, I know it for a fact, this world is run just by few people. Whatever we say, whatever we think, our opinions, you are not free. It's a fake theory that we are free. We live in a free country. Tell me, how is anybody free? Does your child has any free thoughts? No, his thoughts are exactly what he consumes every day through TV, dialogues, advertising. And you say, most of the people, they say, I'm fighting for freedom and democracy. They don't even understand what is democracy. Nobody knows nothing. And we are fighting for so many things because the corporates use your mind as dustbin. It's so easy. I guarantee I have done it. I can do it right now. I can demonstrate in next 10 minutes. You'll be speaking exactly what I want you to speak. It's so easy.
Yeah. Manoj already speaks that language.
I say exactly the same things, that our brains are controlled by external things, right? We have stopped thinking on our own. We are not giving our mind to think on its own. And that's where my problem is. And that's my mantra has been, all these things that I've been talking about is just that, कि हम लोगों को इतना ब्रेन वॉश किया गया है कि अब हमको पता ही नहीं कि सोचें कैसे, राइट? अपने आप सोचना बंद कर दिया है. उससे मुझे तकलीफ होती है। तो तुमने एक बात कही जो अभी की, एवरीबडी इज सेलिब्रेटिंग क्रिसमस, एवरीबडी इज सेलिब्रेटिंग वैलेंटाइंस डे, इट्स बिकमिंग होमोजेनस वर्ल्ड, राइट? सबको सारा कल्चरल जो अपना रिचनेस है, डाइवर्सिटी है, वो हम खोते जा रहे हैं। तो मुझे मैंने फेसबुक पे एक आध बार इस बारे में पोस्ट भी किया था कि जैसे हिंदुस्तान में वैलेंटाइंस डे आने लगे, थैंक्सगिविंग देयर वाज द मोस्ट रीसेंट वन, आई felt that there is something wrong with it. I'm not against people celebrating. I'm against people copying and just doing what the Western world is doing. हमारे पास इतना है. I'm all for कि आप तीज मनाओ, आप एकादशी मनाओ. I have no problem. अपना करो यार. Why to lose our own identity just because कि Western वाले वहाँ पे ये कर रहे हैं? Because our brains are fed with all this.
मुझे सडनली लग रहा है कि मैं दो विवेक से बात कर रही हूँ, बट लेट मी जस्ट फोकस ऑन विवेक फ्रॉम बॉम्बे और मुंबई।
बट ये गलत नहीं, वो इल्यूजन नहीं है, सही है आपको। आई एम वेरी इंस्पायर्ड बाय मनोज फॉर द सिंपल रीजन बिकॉज you know, I understand America में कितना struggle है and how if you go from India, but he kept this theater thing going, he kept doing different things. I understand there's a seeker inside him, you know, but he just needs a little longer here to discover that the real
exactly. That's where I'm going now.
See, it's also a lot of people. See, I understood something. Why these religious people dress up in a certain way and all those things. See, it's also very important to physically rebel from the world. You know, unless you physically rebel from the world, definitely, people also don't take you seriously. You know, people don't take you seriously.
Exactly.
Because you're talking to conditioned people. Just to give an example, somebody went and asked Rajneesh, कि अच्छा ये मुक्ति क्या है, राइट? तो he said कुछ नहीं है, यहाँ बैठो 6-7 महीने तो मिल जाएगी। He said but another person asked you, उसको तो आपने 2-4 घंटे डिटेल में बताया। तो he said yes, but you are like the dustbin of the world, so first I have to clear your garbage, then only I can tell you what is mukti. So
Vivek, I have a question. I have a question for you. Seems like the way you're talking, you kind of rebelled from whatever is like a conventional way of creativity, of living. I would say that you are a unique person, but I'm sure whenever you try to do something out of the mold, there's always resistance. So did you face a lot of setbacks in life doing that? A lot of failed adventures? Would you like to talk about it a little bit?
See, what happens, वो sorry इसका कोई religious connotation नहीं, पर इंडिया में बोलते हैं कि जो नया मुल्ला होता है वो बहुत जोर से अजान पढ़ता है. You know, so it happened with me when I just discovered lots of things. So I was, see, sometimes passion should not become aggression. So I was a bit aggressive initially. It sounded like aggressive, but I was saying the right things. Ultimately, they got proved. You know, it's the same thing I was saying. Everybody believes in that now. At that time, because it was such a new theory, nobody understood what I was trying to say. You know, so there were a lot of opposition, there were a lot of physical attacks, and when you attack the establishment, see, I'll tell you what I did, what I understood, that establishment is not in modern times just the government. Okay?
Right.
All these human rights groups are also establishment. Today we realize WHO is also an establishment. Nobody understood in this world that they are also an establishment.
Right.
You know, you can have an elder brother who does nothing, who has no money, but since he has an authority, he can be an establishment, you know. Establishment is anything which has the power to influence you. You understand? Yes. So anybody who says, so anybody who's telling you all the time, नहीं सच बोलना ही बहुत अच्छा है, परोपकार करना ही बहुत अच्छा है, दान देना. Now who has defined philanthropy means giving money, right? But the whole world is a victim of that theory. Everybody thinks, why sharing knowledge is not, right? Why not just looking and listening to people is not? I think listening to people is the biggest form of philanthropy. In these times, in crisis of Corona, listening to people is the biggest kind of, you know. So we have defined, we said, this is the definition of this, if you are out. So these definitions, like Manoj was saying, these conditionings are also establishment, right? Because you are son of a teacher, therefore you have to perform like this, so your father becomes established. So when I started saying these things, अरे तुम तो हमारे बाप के बारे में ये बोल रहे हो, अरे you are going against the country, अरे liberal ideas are the best ideas. Who can be more liberal than me? I challenge, nobody in this world can be more liberal than me. You know, I know it for fact. I mean, I have no boundaries. I know nothing in this world, but yet I have to fight within India because they have to copy the liberal definition of America. India has just a Congress which is left of right. मैंने कल post किया शरद जोशी का एक column Facebook में. Please पढ़िएगा आप. It was written 50 years ago. What he said at that time, he died as a pauper because people rejected him. He also questioned the same thing. See, when you are honest to yourself, you will be against everything and everybody in this world. You know, everybody will be, then you will say, okay, this is my family, let's not say this, let's not say that. But we have become victims of a hypocrisy. So therefore, when you start expressing yourself, I'm not against anybody. Now, how do I convince that I'm against nobody? You can, you know, it's very difficult because people don't believe, how can you be not against anybody? How is it possible for you not to be against anybody? I am not. I say you do whatever you do, but don't give it labels like I am liberal, I am more Democrat, I am a better person. You are किसी से बुरा नहीं बोलना चाहिए. What are you trying to say? You are trying to say कि मैं नहीं बोलता हूँ किसी से बुरा. So accept me that I am a better person. Fine, let it be. But जब ये socio-political narratives बन जाते हैं, when you start saying no, this is the only right thing. Like for example, I'll tell you how I'm very passionate about this. What we say is just यार नहीं parents हम नहीं बोलते नहीं आप लोग नहीं कुछ नहीं आप नहीं जानते modern world कैसे चलता है, right? That is fine for a young child to say that. But anybody to come and say कि नहीं आपको नहीं पता, I'll show you the new way to the world. Then we should ask ourselves, does he know better ways to the world? Now you tell me today somebody who's your prime minister or president or somebody, whoever, I'm the owner of Microsoft or Google. He may know more about the algorithm, he may know about the binary, he may know more about how to run the company, but how does he know how to run his life better than you? So first of all, you have to come
it doesn't. Maybe
so you have to understand you are equal. Basically you are equal.
Right.
Why you are better than him? Because he has to perform all the time to run his company. So there is going to be no element of truth. Whatever, every single word he's going to speak is to impress people. So I said, let me cut out and let me tell you one thing, at the cost of my own very dear friends, very dear family members, people I respected, my teachers, somehow they started losing interest in me and they thought I'm their enemy or I'm attacking them, which is not true. I have nothing to do with what they do. All I started saying that you are part of an establishment. Okay, you are an establishment. So accept that you are impressing me. Then I have no problem. Let's impress each other. You tell me you bought a BMW. I'll tell you I bought a Mercedes. You tell me something else. I'll tell you something else. Let's keep impressing each other all our life. You say I love you the most. I'll say no, I love you most than the most. We can continue this relationship all our life. Oh, my child is the most beautiful child. Yes, my child is also the most beautiful child. But if you want to meet at some ground, then let's not impress. So I will be very impressed by Steve Jobs or anybody else or the global leaders or the world leaders. They're creative people. Or Zakir Hussain. I would like to meet Zakir Hussain, not the greatest musician. I would like to meet Zakir Hussain, who's just anybody else like me. That's why you see, I don't wear formal clothes. I don't do all those things because I don't want to impress people with what I possess. Yes, if they want to come on a journey with me, let's just see, you say anything, I say anything. Let's explore together what the truth is. And that's what looks like passion. I'm as passionate as you are. I'm as passionate as the person who helps me or my driver. There's no difference between us.
Right.
No, actually, there's no difference between us.
Right. There is no definition of who's more passionate. Passion is passion, and the degree of it, and it has nothing to do with class or education or status in the society. It is passion is passion, right?
Right.
Yeah, so, your mother, for example, his mother, she was, I remember once she was so passionate about reading used to come a journal from Vinoba Bhave's ashram, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She was so passionate about it. Aaya ki nahi aaya, the minute it comes, she would read it. She'll send it to the other people to read it or write columns from that. She had nothing to gain out of this because she was not in social life. She had nothing to gain out of it. But she was seeking herself. She was seeking answers to few things. And she thought maybe I'll get answer here, answer there. And that is the quality I really impressed me so much. Because she was not stuck. कई लोग होते हैं मैं तुलसी की रामायण पढ़ते हैं जिंदगी भर तुलसी की रामायण दुनिया को सिखाते रहते हैं कि यही करेक्ट है you know, without even understand the meanings. So I think what you guys are doing is also a very passionate job, and that's why I connect with Manoj and you and your entire team because you are trying to seek answers to your theater. You are doing this passion thing. This is what life is. Keep doing different things, new things. क्या भी करता है उसमें?
Yeah, we are learning from each other. Basically, that's how I feel.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. So I have a ultimate question. In this journey that you have taken or started at the age of 50, what were the most satisfying few moments that you can remember, that you can share with us? And if you could change anything in your life related to what you're doing now, what would that be?
Okay, so satisfying moments. I mean, there were many actually.
Just name a few that sticks to your, that pops out of your mind.
See, whenever you run a race, so-called the race, whenever you want to do something, you want to reach somewhere. And race is generally that you have to do 100 meters in so much of time and before anybody else.
Right.
Okay, so for me, there was no race because I was not working for anybody, so I could do anything in as much time as one. But I think the most satisfying moment for me was when I made this film, Buddha in a Traffic Jam. It was stuck for 5-6 years, and then then one day I realized, I said, it was so dark. It was in Bombay has monsoons unlike America, where for 2-3 months things get dark. It's so cloudy and it's raining all the time, so you can't go anywhere. So one afternoon, everybody had left me. I had no money to pay anybody and I had no job. And so I was painting, and I actually decided, I took a decision that I will go back or go somewhere else and start teaching. And it's easier to live life and some 30, 40, 50,000 bucks in a small town. And I decided to buy a land, sell everything and buy a land in Bhopal and go and start teaching people about communication. And I actually decided that in my mind. And suddenly a thought came to my mind. And I said, why am I looking at this as a film just because I shot it on camera? But I was set to tell a story. My research, I wanted to share something which I had learned. I wanted to tell people just because I knew how to make movies. I was not an author at that time. So I used a camera and we just made it with few people. So why call it a film? It's a story. You are an idiot. You never realized your objective was to tell a story to people. And now you are saying, oh, I have made a film. I'm a filmmaker. My film has to release. It has to go through distribution. And the moment I realized that, that was the turning point. Actually, I remember in the afternoon around 3 o'clock, it was so dark, I can't tell you. And I left the painting. That painting is still incomplete. And I went to my laptop and I said, okay, if it's a story, then I can take it anywhere. Why do I need to release it through theaters and distributors? I wrote to a few institutes and I said, hey, you teach cinema and storytelling and creative arts and liberal arts. And I have a story to tell. I'll come and show it to your people. So I said, अगले 1 साल तक मैं कम से कम 100 यूनिवर्सिटीज में जा के दिखाऊंगा. I'll be busy. Okay, and universities invite, so they also pay you a little bit. छोटा बहुत ही यानी इतनी गरीबी की आप बता नहीं सकता.
500 रुपए दे देंगे वो.
हाँ, कुछ ऐसा कुछ. पर चलो कुछ तो something I'll be engaged, I'll be busy and I can survive definitely for 1 or 2 years. इतना तो मेरे पास है और मेरे को कुछ चाहिए भी नहीं. That was the moment that changed everything. So I wrote to JNU. They rejected the film, but then by the time I was so passionate about the story, not the film. As long as I was selling a film, I was stuck for 5 years. I was waiting कि अच्छा Sony will call me, Viacom will call me, 20th Century, अच्छा sir हुआ कि नहीं? अरे यार, tell me, oh listen, I have scheduled a meeting and all that. I got so stuck in that corporate bullshit, and then the minute I got free, तो उन्होंने बोला हम फिल्म नहीं दिखाएंगे, नहीं दिखा सकते हैं. So Anupam told me a wonderful thing, Anupam Kher, तो मैंने कहा कि देखिए ऐसा है, वो दिखा नहीं रहे, and I have decided to go and just show it on a street. मैं दिखाऊंगा, पर since you have so much of opposition और government भी तभी change हुई थी, तो India still had a old culture, old culture of communist people and the so-called cigar पीने वाले intellectual ज़्यादा दिखते थे, होते नहीं थे, अब सबके सब expose हो गए. तो उस वक्त ऐसा था कि you are intellectual only if you speak good English and you have arrived with some kind of context. Nobody knew Vivek Agnihotri in that circle in political circle. Right. Even I didn't know politics at all. So Anupam ने मुझसे बहुत अच्छी बात कही. And that मैं हर स्पीच में बोलता हूँ ये, कभी ऐसा नहीं होता मैं नहीं बोलूँ लोगों को, because I want more people to understand this. He said अगर तुमने डिसाइड ही किया है कि ये स्टोरी है, I said, see, you want to come with me? There won't be people. हो सकता है 5, 10, 15 लोग भी ना आए. ये भी हो सकता है वो 15 लोग को भी कोई मार के भगा दे. So it's a very risky thing. I've been informed. Would you like to join me? He said, listen, Vivek, if you have decided it's a story, तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है 10 लाख लोग आए या एक आदमी आए. अगर एक आदमी ने भी तुम्हारी कहानी सुन ली और उसको फर्क पड़ा, then you're successful.
Yep.
That gave me confidence, and both of us went there. You won't believe me that हम लोगों ने सोचा, हमें बोला गया था कि 40, 50, 60 लोग आएंगे और उनको भी ब्लैक फैग. तो हम घुसे तो इतने ब्लैक फैग वाले थे, but there were 5,000 people. You see those pictures on internet. छतों पे, पेड़ों पे, गाड़ियों में लोग जुटे हुए थे. एंड उसके बाद फिर मैं जादवपुर यूनिवर्सिटी गया तो वहाँ ममता बनर्जी थी. तो गवर्नमेंट ने मुझसे बोला आप जा नहीं सकते हो, ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है. पुलिस ने रोका, सब कुछ किया. तो मैं टैक्सी वाले को लेके मैं चोरी से पीछे के गेट से गया और वहाँ मुझे अटैक भी होता. मेरा कंधा भी तोड़ दिया, गाड़ी भी तोड़ दी. माई शोल्डर स्टिल नॉट फुल्ली रिकवर्ड. बट दैट टोल्ड मी that if I'm feeling that I'm willing to take the physical assault of people but I still want to do it. तो उन्होंने हमारा जो स्क्रीन था जिसपे हम दिखाने वाले थे, उस स्क्रीन को उन्होंने फाड़ दिया लड़कों ने.
Wow.
और उसको फाड़ दिया. I said now, अब तो बड़ी, अगर मैं कर ही नहीं पाऊंगा then what, कैसे करेंगे. तो मैंने कुछ लड़कों से बोला, हॉस्टल में रहते थे. I said तुम लोग एक व्हाइट बेड शीट है. बोले हाँ सर वो है पर बहुत गंदी है, उसमें दाग पड़ेगा. डजंट मैटर.
ये मत पूछना दाग कहाँ से आया.
बट I said just run and get it. तो सामने गए, लेके आए. आप वो फोटोज भी हैं, उनके वीडियो हैं. जो ये अमेरिका में बहुत होते हैं, जो फुटबॉल ग्राउंड्स और बास्केटबॉल के ग्राउंड, जो जालियां होती है ना, दो आयरन के नेट्स होते हैं, उसमें ऐसे एक तरफ गांठ बांधी, एक दूसरी तरफ गांठ बांधी. We put the white screen. I ran it. Then the registrar and all these communist boys came with lathi shati and all that. So I said, keep running the film. I guarantee I'll stop them for 20 minutes. और मैं गया, फिर मैं उनसे बात करने लगा. तो वो भी थोड़ी देर के बाद 20-25 मिनट के लिए बंगाली में उन्होंने बोला, अरे देखते हैं क्या है. They came and then they sat through the film. You know,
wow.
That actually changed everything. It also helped me discover that how far can I go with my passion.
Yeah.
If you don't test how far you can go with your passion, that passion gets wasted.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's the thing I find, that you have broken that barrier. So the last thing you said, it totally I can relate with. So there is a point. Most of the people will stay on one side of this passion. So we all practice because we have not broken the barrier. You have broken that barrier. You have gone beyond. It doesn't matter now. It has gone beyond just yourself. It is for a bigger cause, a bigger, I wouldn't call it destination, journeys or scope has grown. इतना ज़्यादा बढ़ गया है कि अब उससे पीछे भी नहीं हट सकते, right?
Yeah.
So do you feel कि you are at that point कि तुम्हें ये अपनी journey continue रखनी है? Is there a thought कभी you think about कि नहीं यार, अच्छा ये हो गया यार, अब let me do something else. अब मैं संन्यास लेने जा रहा हूँ. ये हमारा so something of that nature has crossed your mind कि यार अच्छा मुझे जो करना था मैंने कर लिया. Now it has gone so far कि अब मुझे मजा नहीं आ रहा है.
Yeah, exactly. बिल्कुल ये होता ही है. See, passion doesn't mean, a lot of people say, I'm passionate about music. And then all their life they spend just doing only music, nothing else.
Right.
That is not passion. That is your talent. That's your hobby, which has got the right avenue and right talent. So you're just, passion is always about life, about the universe, about the world. तो मेरे को जब ये लगा कि अच्छा ठीक है, अब सबको समझ में तो आ गया कि हाँ पॉलिटिक्स में डिसरप्शन हो गया, then everybody started calling and saying Vivek has disrupted this, Vivek has brought this, and then मैं उस इमेज में ही फंस गया. अब उस इमेज में फंसने में ये प्रॉब्लम होता है, then again you have to please the same audience. Yes. You can't go and then go and tell them, hey, you are idiots, you know, actually, you know, अब वो लोग आपके, then they start throwing your garbage. Like I'll give you a very good example, and it's very important for people to understand. Like India. I very passionately speak about India. So a lot of people start connecting it with politics, you know. So I got stuck in that image, you know, for a very long time. And people saying, India mein to ye acha nahi hai, wo bura hai, ye. But that is not I was saying. When I was growing up, I felt that yes, there are 1 million problems with this country, this society. But there are some very great things also about India, which people don't highlight in these times.
Right.
So I think it should be a a complete communication. Everybody is saying, अरे तुम्हारे तो caste problem है, तुम्हारे तो ये नहीं है, तुम्हारे तो औरतें liberated नहीं है, ये problem है, गरीबी है, जहाँ तक chaos है और ये हाँ है, right? But then I said, क्या ये दुनिया में और कहीं problems नहीं है? Then I evaluated all the societies. You won't believe it. मैंने ऐसी countries को study किया जिनके नाम तक लोग नहीं जानते हैं. तो मैं जाके बस मैं कम से कम 1 साल before I openly started talking about India. You know, when I said Hindu civilization, I say Hindu has got no religious connotation. Right. When I openly started speaking on big forums like consulates and the universities and all those things, उसके पहले मैंने बहुत स्टडी किया, and I realized every society, every country in the world is equal if you make a balance sheet of good and bad. All this propaganda that this country is bad, that country is the greatest, and that, when I really laugh when somebody says, let's make this country great again, which means you were not great earlier.
Right, okay, exactly.
And what is greatness? What is the height? Okay, so this is greatness, you'll bring it here. Okay, and after that, every country will keep going up, you'll get stuck here. That is my problem. India, a lot of people get very excited. No, everything which is written here is correct. Some people say, no, everything which is written over there is wrong. So I said the aspects of India which people don't know, what exactly Vivekananda did at that time, right? Vivekananda never said that Hinduism is the best religion, this and that. Okay, he said, because I come from there, it's very natural for me to understand that. But ultimately, everybody in this world has been saying the same thing. So let me just say it in a new way so you understand. Like Rajneesh said, कि where you are in life. भाई तुम एवरेस्ट चढ़ रहे हो और तुमको हमें एवरेस्ट चढ़ने का तरीका बताओ तो I'll say, अच्छा तुम कहाँ हो? I say, I'm at the base camp. I'll give you different tools and techniques. The minute you say I'm at 4,000, I'll give you different tools and techniques. Right. And the person who has already arrived there, but he has to just cover few meters, will be given different tools and techniques.
Right.
So that's what I tried to do. Tell Indian story in a very different way. So all the new generation, which are not rooted, who do not understand, who are so obsessed and fascinated with Valentine's, I just try to tell them there are some great things here also. Right. I also try to tell them that you have been told wrong stories, wrong narratives about the entire caste issue and the religious issues, because the whole world is fighting with the same issues. Yeah. So just because your parents wanted you to go to convent, and through convent you thought that being modern means being westernized, right, and you couldn't differentiate between modernism and westernization. So you want to be like everybody in England or Australia or US. That's not right. You have such great people who have done great innovations. Try to celebrate them. Start with your own mother. The minute you celebrate your own mother, you understand lots of things about yourself and the world. You know, that's all I did. So that's all I did.
So piggybacking on what Manoj asked you, like, do you see yourself, how do you call it, a goal or a destination? And seems like you don't. You're walking through this journey, enjoy this journey, and feeding your passion. And seems to me that Vivek Agnihotri as a man is a very impulsive man. What kind of, being a woman, I'm going to ask this question, what kind of support do you get from your family, especially your wife? A lot of times, me being a married person, I feel that even though we have come to a liberated country and everything, and still sometimes, you hold yourself back because of social pressure. I can think of doing 100,000 things, but breaking that mold, just taking that step, is so much more harder for me. Or maybe it's just me. But I'm just saying the family support is so important to fulfill the passions the way I feel that you have. So do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it wouldn't have been possible without Pallavi, So, kaise possible? Sambhav hi nahi hai. I told her when I turned 50, I'm going out for 1 month, and I went out for 1 month. And since then, it's been many years now, I'm 17, 18 days out of the house. Second thing is, which wife, you tell me, would like, I was making films with big stars and I was in the mainstream. We used to go to all these Bollywood parties. People would come to your house. You are buying everything, when you are part of show business, obviously your lifestyle, the standard goes up. Which person in this world would like you suddenly one day say, I don't need anybody. So you also won't need anything, Okay, I am not going to any party. I'm just cutting myself off from this system. It's like you live in Silicon Valley, you are an IT professional, you say, I'm cutting myself off from Silicon Valley. I'm not going to meet these people again. I'll find my own. It's very difficult for a woman. But then Pallavi somehow gave me 100. She said, okay, do exactly what you want to do, no problems. And she adjusted herself. So she gave me a lot of space. And materialistically also, see, we forget that, हाँ मेरी wife spiritually मेरे साथ है, she's my emotional support. और emotional support तो ठीक है, हो ही जाता है, but to have a materialistic support is also very important. For, if you are a party person and suddenly one day you tell कल से भाई कुछ नहीं, दारू बंद, party बंद, मैं ये भी नहीं करूँ, मैं लौकी खाऊंगा कल से, how do you expect your family to adjust to that?
Right.
Very difficult. But she did it, and I think she did it because she understood that what I was trying to do was very, very genuine. I had no pretense at that time. Even now, अब मैं सब तरफ फिल्म बना रहा था. She said, अच्छा अब इसमें तो विवेक सेट हो गया है, हमने ये फिल्में बना रहा, ताशकंद फाइल बनाई, अभी कश्मीर फाइल्स बना रही कर. And suddenly I said, no, now I want to run a school of creativity, and I want to teach people free and make them understand what is creativity. Not people understand that being a singer or being a painter is a creativity. No, that's a skill. 7 notes, anybody can master that, But creativity is not that. Creativity is very simple. Just doing whatever you are doing, okay, with full awareness, whether you are cooking, driving, or you are just sitting and talking right now. When you do with full awareness, everything becomes simple. So Pallavi's role is amazing. I was saying that we should celebrate our mothers. Maybe after 1 year, you'll say, "Arey Vivek, आजकल बोलता ही नहीं है celebrate mother." He says celebrate your wives. I am reaching there more or less. I'm reaching there, Or anybody who supports you, okay, in this journey, who lives with you. It's very difficult. It's not easy to live with people who जिनने कहा हम तो अपने रास्ते जा रहे हैं. I've seen in my family so many people who said हम अपने रास्ते जा रहे हैं, उनकी शादियां ही टूट गई. मेरे दोस्त हैं, they said हम अपने रास्ते. It's like, or they live in a very compromised situation. So
yeah,
right.
I was
I'm gonna clap to that. Thank you very much. I wanted to ask that question.
So now
Thank you.
I want to ask you for parting thoughts. I know I watched your last ये जो new तुम्हारा नया episode चल रहा है, The Future of Life. Really enjoying it and thoroughly loved मालती अवस्थी. उनको मालिनी अवस्थी, sorry. उनसे अगर बात करना तो हमारी तरफ से भी धन्यवाद बोल देना. We thoroughly
enjoyed it.
So do you want to tell people a little bit about what you're doing?
I was Anupam Kher and we talk sometimes and often because he came. We were supposed to leave on the 16th or 17th of March to shoot our film in Kashmir. So we booked tickets and everything. So we have a lot of money stuck there also. So about 100 people were leaving, and Anupam came from US to shoot our film. He does a very big show there in US,
Mm-hmm.
So he came back, but on the 15th evening, I realized that India is going through a lockdown. It wasn't official, but I learned it that yes, India anytime in next 3-4 days can go through a complete lockdown. So we said we'll get stuck. So we cancelled that. So Anupam, मेरी सुबह बात हो रही थी एक दिन, तो मैंने कहा कि खेर साहब, ये सब लोग इतनी डिप्रेसिंग बात करते रहते हैं, हम लोग का कोई इतनी हंसी मजाक और पॉजिटिव बात करते हैं लाइफ के बारे में, always talking about life and this and that. So Anupam also, people who don't know, let me just tell them, some time ago Anupam also, उनका घर था, they gave up, उन्होंने वो बेच दिया, सब कुछ छोड़ दिया, he just left everything, और उसने बहुत छोटा सा घर यहाँ बम्बई में रेंट पे ले लिया. And in US also, New York also lives, but he just walks anywhere, anything, talks to. So he's also experimenting with a lot with his life, and he started a film school. So मैंने कहा कि why are people forgetting that we still, despite everything, we have the biggest gift with us, which is our own life, and we can choose to do anything with our life. The choice is with us.
Yep.
Okay, the minute you shut down all the television and news papers, there's no difference in your life. It's the same thing. And just हम 2 महीने की छुट्टियां भी तो लेते हैं, समर पिक्चर हम जा रहे हैं क्रूज में 2 महीने के लिए, तो just look at it as an extended holiday, and you are.
Right.
He said हाँ यार ये तो है, तो मैंने कहा अच्छा ठीक है, let's do one chat on life. He said चलो आज ही शाम को करते हैं, तो मैंने कहा ठीक है. But around 3 o'clock, 5 बजे हमें करना है, 3 o'clock I realized, I said why do only with Anupam? There are so many people who are experimenting with different things, so why not get 13-14 thought leaders who are apolitical, absolutely, because politics से क्या होता है फिर गड़बड़ होता है. So I said people who really have discovered Saraswati in their life. Saraswati means the knowledge, Vidya, not just the training and education.
Right.
People who have brought a new avenue, new dimension to something. ऐसे लोगों को इकट्ठा करके क्यों नहीं हम लोग try to create what is their vision about a new world. So that's how we got. So we got Amish Tripathi, who's the biggest author from India, who wrote Shiva trilogy and all those things. Yesterday we got some great musicians. tonight I'm talking to the top 2 RJs, of India, who really innovated a lot. Then so like Sonu Nigam is coming, he's talking on, you must watch that, he's talking on Sangeet Sadhana and New World. And then we have got Pant Vibhushan, Sonal Mansingh, she's coming. Then we have got somebody,
nice.
So and then we have got Sanjeev Kapoor, who's a cook. So we want to discuss the food in New World. So at the end of it, I will have about 17, 18 different visions and models. So food expert, this expert, and I'll collate all those, and I'll just freely circulate it amongst anybody who wants it. So people will understand that, okay, what media is telling you is not what the thought leaders are thinking right now. So you get different perspectives. So that's what we are doing. The future of life, because life will stay, everybody else will go.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, yaar. So thank you so much. It was fantastic. It was fantastic.
It was really fun talking to you, Vivek.
Yeah. So I'm glad
Wonderful.
you're doing what you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing as long as you want to do it, right? Don't feel pressured for doing some things that you don't want to do, but you want anyway.
And I think talking to people like you also encourages other people कि अपने passion को बंद ना करके रखें. At least take that step, take it as far as you can.
Yeah.
So,
and I must thank you. I saw the play आप लोग का आधे दुनिया मालिकर वाला जिसका जो otherwise I wouldn't have seen it earlier. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw.
Oh, आधे अधूरे.
So आप लोग इतने passion से करते हैं, and this is something. See, this is exceptional. Doing theatre in India, Hindi theatre in India, is fine, but doing it in US and still keep doing it all the times and not getting into this trap of number game. कितने लोग आए थे? Unfortunately, in this world today, everybody says कुछ भी करो. तो आप बच्चे की बर्थडे पार्टी करो, the only thing people say कितने लोग आए थे, फिर वो बच्चे की पार्टी के फोटो डालो, बच्चा बोर्ड है कहीं और देख रहा है, कितने लाइक्स हुए. So it's
exactly,
as long as you're not falling into the number game and you just keep doing it because you like it,
right?
That's it.
And we did it out of our own passion for the plays, for theater, obviously, from our own money. We didn't have any backing, nothing. Chetna and I just put up, say, we are going to do it, no matter what. Jo hoga, jitne log aayenge, we just did it.
It was fun.
Enjoyed it. It was fun. All right, bye everyone.
So bye. No shake hands here. Just
yes, namaste.
Namaste.